Hey everyone, James Robinson here, TPI certified PGA professional and aim-point instructor based at the home of Yorkshire Golf, Huddersfield Golf Club. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to launch your drives so they spend longer in the air and hopefully go a lot further down the fairway. Now, a lot of people say when they come for a golf lesson that they would like to hit the driver a lot higher in the air. So the first thing they tend to do is go down to the pro shop, ask for the key that they can change the drivers with and put a little bit of loft on it. Yes, that's a good answer, you can do that. We've got the adjustability in these modern clubs now, which is brilliant. But is there a better way that I can get that driver to launch higher? Is there a more consistent way? Is there a more efficient way that I can get that golf ball up in the air with my driver, hopefully get some more yardage and hit it a little bit straighter? Yes, there is. Now, one thing that I definitely see a lot of when people come to me with this question is people hitting the ball with a downward blow. So they're going to hit down on the ball just like they would do an iron. What I'm going to cover with you in this video is the exact opposite. We're going to try and hit up on the golf ball a little bit more. So we give the ball an ascending blow, which is going to send it out hopefully with higher launch, lower spin and go a lot further. Now one of the main things we have to do to achieve this is change our setup. So if I set up to a driver, I want to be really wide, nice and wide, because I'm going to be producing a lot of speed, a lot of rotation. And the first thing really is just ball position. I want to make sure that that ball position is at the front of the stance there, so I've got it kind of on my left big toe. What I see a lot of is people with the ball position more in the middle of the stance. Obviously that means we're going to hit the ball too early in the swing, early in the arc, and that means we're going to be travelling down on the golf ball a little bit. Say if I tee a ball up here and I hit you a drive, one thing I want to be really conscious of is the low point of my driver. Now what I mean by that is as the driver comes into impact here, we obviously have the golf ball here and the driver coming into it. If the low point of the driver is after the golf ball, so my driver comes in, hits the golf ball and carries on moving down, that means we're going to be giving a downward blow to the golf ball. If I have my golf ball teed up here and my driver comes in nice and shallow, reaches its low point before impact and then works up on the golf ball, I'm giving it an ascending blow. So to make sure that happens, I'm going to set up nice and wide, like I said earlier, ball nice and forward in the stance, and I'm going to make sure that I take the club away nice and shallow to the ground with the takeaway. That's just one thing that's really going to help get the ball airborne with a really nice trajectory. Another point in the setup which can help you launch the driver higher is the spine angle in which we stand up the golf ball to. So I've told you to stand nice and wide, we know the ball position's forwards, we know we're going to take the club away fairly shallow. Now you may see today that I've got my waterproof top on, my top with the white zip here quite prominent. Now I haven't got this on because it's raining in the studio today, it may be snowing outside, but it's glorious and warm in here. The reason I have this jacket on is because it shows you perfectly where my spine angle can be. So say if I set up to an iron, you'll see how I have the pressure forwards, I set my hands forwards, and the spine angle is pretty neutral here, it's pretty straight. Now we want that to be completely different with the driver. When we set up, I want to see the nice wide stance, the ball forward, all the rest, and now I want to see a slight tilt back in your spine angle here. So you see how my white zip is tilting away from the target a touch. Now this is just going to help us get the angle shallower into the golf ball, and I'm going to try and maintain this angle on the way through. Now we can talk pressure, we can talk weight distribution, we've got the body track mat here. I'm going to do another video on that separately in the weeks to come, so keep an eye out for that. I'll go into a lot more detail with that. This is more a simple video in how we can get the ball higher just by changing a few tiny little things in our pre-shot routine. Now, if I hit you a golf shot and I want to maintain that spine angle, a great drill that we can do to check that is by grabbing another golf ball, and I'm going to put the golf ball 2 driver heads in front of my ball here. So you see how I've got the ball teed up and then another ball just in front of it. Now I should be able to hit the teed up ball and miss the ball in front because the driver is coming in shallow, I'm hitting the ball on the up, and I'm then going to miss this golf ball. So let's see if I can do that. I usually launch my drives fairly high anyway, so I shouldn't have a big problem with this as a drill, he says with great confidence. Excellent, so you can see there I've hit the ball, I've got nice numbers on the flight scope, nice high trajectory, and the other ball is still here, therefore I must have picked it pretty well off the tee. So that's, like I said, it's a great drill, do it at the driving range, probably not in an indoor studio because if I get that drill wrong, obviously there's golf balls flying everywhere. Have a go at that drill on the range, make sure you keep your spine angle, make sure you're tilting back a little bit, and let's see what it does to your ball flight. Let's see if we can get that ball, like I said earlier in the video, nice and high, flying further down the fairway towards your target. Another part of the trajectory, or of the ball flight should I say, that's going to affect is if the club's travelling down onto the golf ball, usually what that means is the club's travelling from the outside. Now you may have watched my Fix Your Slice video earlier on in the week, and we speak about the club coming a tiny bit overplayed on the downswing. If the club's coming overplayed, usually, I say usually because it's not always the case, the club's travelling down on the golf ball. The ball starts left, spins off to the right and slices. This is a great drill, not only to help you get hitting up on the golf ball, but, and again I say usually, if I hit up on the golf ball, that means the club's travelling down towards the ground, low point before the ball, and travelling up and away from the golf ball. If it's travelling up, usually again, that club is going to be travelling out towards the right. Therefore, that's the exact opposite swing path of what you saw in my Fix Your Slice video. Now, use that, see if it works for you, see if it helps fix your slice, as well as getting a better launch and better trajectory with your driver. So guys, it's a short video there for you on how to launch your drives. Hopefully it's going to get you some more yardage, get you hitting more fairways. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to put my social media links just at the bottom of the screen right now. I've been James Robinson, TPI certified PGA professional here at the home of Yorkshire Golf, Huddersfield Golf Club. Cheers.